I'm doing pop culture, Depp vs. Heard, celebrity news, things like that. This is from Pop Topic called Amber Heard and Johnny Depp to be summoned for Australia perjury trial. Now, I gotta say, Pop Topic is very pro Johnny, and that's a good thing. However, they've been a little bit rumor based lately. Lots of typos lately, so I've got a little bit more of a tight eye on them. But anyway, let's see what they got here. The Australian government has had enough and is about to give Amber Heard her final warning and a career-ending ultimatum for perjury. And by the way, Pop Topic is in Australia. The Australian government has been investigating Amber Heard since she committed perjury for smuggling animals across our border in 2015. Now they seek to bring Johnny Depp and Amber Heard back to Australia for one last trial or else. All right, sounds interesting. Let's hope that actually goes through. They say they want to bring Johnny. All right. Heard has not only ruined her career by making verbally false and outlandish allegations against Johnny Depp, but she has jeopardized Depp's career by committing perjury in Australia. The Australian Department of Agriculture has always been very strict on imports of foreign animals, even domesticated ones like Heard's two teacup Yorkshire dogs. In 2015, Amber Heard had smuggled two dogs into Australia to avoid the fees and mandatory 10-day quarantine. She later lied under oath to the Australian court and blamed her secretary for failing to file the paperwork. The fired Aquaman actress was let off with a mere warning. Well, we're not quite sure she's exactly fired, but it does seem like screen time's been cut down according to some. Some people say screen time has been increased. Whatever it is, there's been some changes, but not sure she's fired yet. Which is what I was talking about with Pop Topic. Their wording can be a little bit more stated as fact than is actually proved. But alright. However, shortly after the trial, images from Amber Heard's private Instagram story leaked where she was exposed mocking the Australian judge and bragging about getting away with smuggling her dogs into the country, and she made fun of Barnaby Joyce by naming her dog after him, things like that. And another thing, by the way, is I'm not seeing dates on these articles. This article was printed about a day or two ago. It's July 29th here, so it's pretty fresh, but I'd appreciate if they had dates on here. Then, during Depp's libel battle against The Sun, Amber Heard's personal assistant, Australia's own Kate Jones, stated under oath that she not only insisted on Amber Heard declaring her dogs, but that she had all the paperwork ready to go. Amber Heard just did not submit it because she did not want her dogs quarantined for 10 days, which I think's probably true all in all. That's my opinion. I wouldn't want that. 10 days of quarantine for dogs? Yeah, sounds like I'd want to speed it up. Married to Johnny Depp, I'd probably feel special. Things like that. I think that's the reality of what happened. Australia is a very popular filming location for blockbuster films. Major studios are increasingly choosing to shoot in the eastern states rather than the traditional Hollywood locations, thanks to hefty government funding and cutting-edge facilities. And here they mention Johnny again, which I haven't quite heard anyone mention Johnny as far as actually going to Australia. While Johnny Depp must also face trial, it is highly unlikely that it will impact his relationship with Australia, nor will he get the same legal punishment as Amber Heard. Because, after all, she's the one who did it, and even if he told her to do it, which she claims it doesn't matter, she's an adult and she's going to make her own decisions. I think I've stated this once before. If you tell someone to do a crime flat out, that doesn't mean they have to do it. They use their judgment and do it or not. During Johnny Depp's defamation trial against Amber Heard in Virginia, sufficient evidence was presented to prove that both dogs were Amber Heard's responsibility and that she smuggled them into Australia on her own violation, 2015. Wait, volition. I got it right the second time. Her own volition in 2015. You don't see that word so much. During the video in which she offered her apologies, Amber gave the impression that she was not being honest and was not taking the situation seriously. This gave the impression that she was disrespecting the government and people of Australia, which I guess is pretty fair to say. And I mostly found it interesting they mentioned Johnny in this article. I can't quite imagine this happening, but this is the claim they're making. Not sure why things like this are thrown in. It's not completely unrelated because if she couldn't go back to Australia, that would hinder her from getting movie roles and stuff like that, I suppose. But it's not directly what we're talking about as far as possibly her and Johnny going back. And there's no date here. When I scroll through the articles, I guess they're taking off the date because they might want to get some fans who don't know everything about Johnny and Amber to think some news that's older is actually newer, which happens. hey, all in all, if they're spreading good things and positive things, it's okay. If it's factual, I guess to leave the date off because it's not super important. The important thing is if it's still in progress, if the information's correct, but the date would be nice. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. And if you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.